Well, there's my lazy bum boots. He had his food. Hi, right, buddy? Yeah, so before we get onto this video, and there's this house right there. He sleeps there, sleeps there. Anyway, right, buddy? You're my mascot. I'm going to show you a way you can find your direction north-south with just a hands type wristwatch. Like if you have a wristwatch like this. I'm going to show it with this big clock because it's probably easier to demonstrate on a round table. If you take, now, if you got daylight savings time going on, you got to subtract an hour. So say this was summertime, I'd have to make an imaginary line to 2 o'clock, right? Instead of 3 o'clock. So if we look at this line, you go straight up, and you can see there's the sun behind the clouds, right? It's right there. Then you split the difference between 12 and the hour hand after you point it to the sun, right? After you have the hour hand pointed to the sun. This is this line from here to there. That's south, that's north. Now, let's get this compass moving around. Close enough? Close enough for government work? See what I'm saying? You put that imaginary line between a 12 and a 3. Right now it's 3 o'clock, so you take the hour hand, you point it to the sun, and you got north-south. This compass, you got to shake it around a little bit. It's not too bad, but you got to shake it around. It's got a lot of liquid in it or something. So south and north. It works fairly well. Not at the North Pole, of course. Not at the equator. But pretty much like in the United States. Pretty much United States. Or Russia. Work fairly well in Russia too. So that's one reason you don't want to freaking watch with, well, I guess you could do it with, if you just drew it out on the ground, you said which way, because like what the divisions of the clock are, but it's a lot easier to do a wristwatch, and it's a hell of a lot more accurate to do it with a large clock like this. But it does work fairly well, as long as you're not at the equator or North Pole, kind of like the intermediate latitudes. Not too bad. And actually, you should really learn. Also, I should mention, I probably should do videos on this later. You should learn how to use a regular lensiatic compass. And you see this thing, you got to shake up, man. Stupid thing. Piece of shit. Chinese knockoff from the military. There it goes. See? But actually, this thing isn't too bad. It's not too bad. We should learn how to use a lensiatic compass, because GPS is not going to freaking work all the time. Got to be able to take an azimuth and all that kind of shit. So it's got the little wire on here, but that's a quick way. As long as the sun's out, you could tell north and south direction. So just a quick tip. A lot of people don't know that. Probably a tip mainly for millennials, because millennials are the most lacking in these type of things, but they're smart. They'll figure it out.